Welcome to this POV review by Autotop.nl. My name is Max and we are here with the crazy rare VW Beetle RSi. Only 250 were built. We have number 112 today. And I'm here to tell you some stuff about this car. There are a lot of really special and cool features about this car. So I will do sort of a lap around the car and tell you everything you need to know. So we're starting at the front with, you know, this is really the Beetle look, very round, but by adding those really big fenders and side skirts and spoiler, it's longer, it's 8 centimeters wider. So from this sort of round, friendly looking car, they changed it to more of a square thing, and kind of resembling a race car as well. So let's start at the front. We picked it up at Limited Cars, as you can see, in the north of the Netherlands. They specialize in limited edition cars, so they also have some pretty cool Renault Clio V6s, 2 of them, one in Mars Red, which is really rare. They have 2 Beetle RSi's. We have xenon lighting, which was really quite special at the time. 2001 this car came out, and this car has standard xenon lighting, which is really special. For instance, a Porsche Carrera, you had to order that separately. That was an option. OZ Super Turismo wheels, 18-inch in white. They are from the new Beetle Cup race car, so they are really race wheels, and you can also see Volkswagen Racing written on there. 2 35 section tires with 18-inch wheels, some pretty aggressive air intakes over there as well. Very wide arches here, this is crazy, and the wheels are a lot further to the outward than the standard Beetle. We have a double spoiler right here, so you have one on the roof and one on the back. So this roof spoiler will channel air through here, and it will direct it at the whale tail spoiler, which will ultimately provide some downforce. And you have to love the back of this car. I mean, look at this, look at the size. It's crazy wide, and these arches as well with that ridiculously big whale tail spoiler. Absolutely stunning. I mean, it's such a cool car just because it's insane. The fact that they built this is truly amazing, and yeah, that's why it's very cool. We have Remus exhaust pipes, or an exhaust system, with a very sporty rear bumper as well. The classic Beetle lights, of course. So VW Racing built this car. They built 10 a month for 2 years, and everything was developed by VW individual. So let's take a look inside, where we have this insane door panel. This is one piece of carbon fiber, guys. This is like Koenigsegg style carbon fiber use. It's huge, and it looks really cool. And we have all these aluminium details, so handles, window, cranks, speakers, carbon fiber down here, carbon fiber seats with sort of a red orange leather by Recaro, which look really cool. And so with this carbon fiber side piece, and we can also flip them up, and you can see this is not carbon fiber down there. So carbon fiber up here. Let me show you some other stuff. We have this handle, which is kind of rally style, which looks really cool. This is where the radio used to be, and it has been replaced by an oil temperature, oil pressure and battery power cluster set. So where did the radio go? Well, it's up here. This is the radio. Quite convenient, actually. I don't mind the radio being up there. We have a really cool gear shifter, which is really short. The gearbox is actually from an Audi TT, and it's really short and it's really good. It's really actually one of the best we've driven in a long time. We even have heated seats, which is pretty cool. And then down here we have this RSi badge, where you can see we have 112 out of 50 built. Yeah, so pretty special. It has, of course, the 3.2 liter VR6 engine by Volkswagen, and it's here up front. You might suspect it would have been in the back, but here it is, really clean actually, RSi logo. It also has a Haldex 4Motion system, which will send most of the power to the front and send some to the back when you're losing traction at the front. This particular one has also been fitted with this carbon airbox, which should give you a bit more induction sound, which is also pretty cool. And as standard, this car has these wheels, the OZ racing wheels, but they are just metal, not white. So let's go for a drive. So we also have this crazy piece of carbon fiber down there, and leather seats in the back as well. So let's go for a drive. I'll start it up. You have to engage contact, and then there's a starter button down here. Quite a nice raspy sound. And let's go for a drive in this 15-year-old collectible Beetle. So you immediately feel that this is nowhere near anything like the standard Beetle. It's quite firm, and you sit really low. I mean, the roof of the Beetle is quite high normally, so you already have quite a bit of headroom. But now with these bucket seats, you sit very low. You have this roof which is just crazy high. I feel like I'm driving a Pope mobile. So this is kind of the predecessor of the Golf 4 R32, because this came before that one. The Golf 4 R32 had 241 horsepower from the same engine, and this one only has 224 horsepower. But it will still do 0 to 100 kph in 6.4 seconds, which makes it the fastest Beetle they have ever made. Which makes it the fastest Beetle they had produced up until then. So driving it, I mean, we have to be a little bit careful because this is a collector's item and it has done 45,000 kilometers. And it's 15 years old, but it feels really good. The engine feels superb, the gearbox feels really tight, and I mean, nothing wrong with that. So yeah, that sounds really nice. We have these really cool shifter lights between the dials, which is also kind of racy, and they will light up step by step, and the big red one will light up at the rev limiter. Let's see if I can show you guys. Yeah, it feels really cool, man. I like it a lot more than I would have thought before driving it, actually. So when this car came out in 2001, this was really something crazy, and everyone thought, well, what's Volkswagen going to do with this thing? They priced it at 107,000 euros. That's just insane. It was more expensive than a Porsche 911 Carrera 2 at the time. I think about 2 grand more. So to buy this car you had to be a big Volkswagen nut or something. But I do get it now. I mean, I always thought, well, it just looks like someone took their girlfriend's Beetle and went to town on it and made it like a Fast and the Furious car. But actually, when you see it in real life, and it certainly has a lot of presence, and when you're around it, your eye gets drawn to it, and I think that's one of the most unique qualities a car can have. And the same goes for the interior. Usually in this era, when they did like a special edition, they just put a couple of badges on it and said, well, now it's 20,000 euros more expensive. And in this one they really made an effort to build this special thing, and the interior is maybe even more special than the exterior, because those insane carbon panels they're ridiculous. Everything is really nicely done with that aluminum, with carbon fiber, with leather, and yeah, I'm really impressed with how this car has been built. When you compare this, for instance, to a Clio V6, the interior is really just like a standard Clio. Is it quick? Well, it's not slow. You can't really call it fast or anything, but that's just because we have been spoiled by today's standards. It's quick. And the handling is great, actually. It's really tight, and you do feel that it's quite a heavy car. It weighs 1500 kilograms, which is quite a lot for this size of car. But because they changed the springs and dampers, they have managed to build, you know, to kind of mask the weight. I hope you enjoyed this video of the Beetle RSi, number 112 of 250. I certainly did. It's always cool to be able to drive these kind of rare and weird cars. So subscribe if you haven't yet, on top, and we will see you at the next one. Thanks guys, bye.